Good morning. Good morning, friends. Good morning, patriots. Good morning, lovers of liberty. How was your weekend? How is everything going as we rejoin, as we continue this thing of ours? Uh, Starting off, big shout out to all of you who attended over the weekend. Lots to get through over the weekend. Not much on the way of video production here today, but I do recommend that you tune over to Orla Red's channel, either over on Telegram or over on BitChute, and you'll get all the background information to say. Needless to say, the mainstream media has reported it completely askew, an inversion of reality. Somehow we're also saying, I completely agree. Those that were the aggressors were clearly on display for all the world to see. But on analysis, we can see that the pro-establishment forces were the aggressors, and I think mainstream media reporters also found out. Morning, Margaret. Morning, Stargirl D. All is good. As reporters can now find out that they are also not being treated or being looked after on these events. A couple of articles I want to bring to your attention that came out over the weekend. I think we'll keep our focus firmly on the Doctors for Truth conference in Berlin and all things anti-lockdown. Good morning. Sorry, great to see that there, Margaret. Anti-lockdown. Like I say, one or two articles to bring to your attention. I just want to give a shout out to Martin Bourne over there on duty in Berlin. Martin tweeted out over the weekend, they're joined by international doctors, scientists, and professionals from all over Europe today for day two of the Doctors of Truth conference in Berlin, organized by the ACU 2020 org, World Doctors Alliance. You can see our very own Professor Cahill and the good Dr. Heiko Schoening, who was arrested for attending a rally over the UK some short time ago. Martin in the background there again, along with doctors and scientists and professionals, all trying to bring out the alternative statistics, facts, to push back against the World Health Organization. And we have two articles here this morning from the World Health Organization and a complete reversal. Morning to you, Ian. Great to see Paddy Chak, Hey Yo, Roshan Allsop, Derek Yard, Susie Wins. Good morning, Grania. I will be replying to your message earlier on. Deirdre O'Guivon, Diadit Achara, good morning to you. Like I said, we're not gonna focus on, overly focus on, because Dave Cullen did cover Justin Barrett from the National Party with the highlight of the day. Big shout out to Chopper. Also a great speech from Critique gave up there. I myself just jumped up for a 2 minute a little aplomb. Again, as we say, if you've paid attention to it over the weekend, you'll see that there was lots of aggression. But we can see, what I will take for it optically as well is that the pro-establishment forces revealed their numbers and revealed that they're all willing to contend, sit side by side with each other, no problem, and attack women and young children. But mainstream media, with the complete inversion reality, portraying it that the Let Ireland Live anti-mask, anti-lockdown protest rally were the aggressors, when in fact it was the complete inversion. Enough to be said on that. Before I forget, and please, as we always do, don't forget our friends over at the littlepharma.ie. The littlepharma.ie, we love our enzymes so much, we keep them alive. Wheatgrass and barley grass, mighty grass shot. Small wonder they're so good. 1 wheatgrass shot is equivalent to your 1 kilogram of your leafy green veg. And barley grass juice full of antioxidants. Just shake and shoot. Don't forget to enter in your promo code GT. Jerry Webster over on Periscope. Great to see you there, brother. Alan Sweeney joining us as well. Well, over there, absolutely. And morning to you as well, Emma. Great to see you in the house. We will start off on the first of our articles straight away. I will throw a link if anybody wants to come in and have their say about events over the weekend. I do cordially invite you to come on there now. Link will be for Facebook users. Facebook. Just dropping that into you there now, and then we'll get through the first. Like I say, don't forget the show. We're trying to keep the show in around about 30 to 35 minutes. So we're going to get through these articles. As quick as we can. And then if anybody wants to jump in, we'll touch in with you quickly. But over the weekend, Kit Knightley from the offguardian.org wrote this piece here: when the WHO accidentally confirms that the COVID is no more dangerous than the flu. The World Health Organization has finally confirmed that we and many experts and studies have been saying for months the coronavirus is no more deadly or dangerous than the seasonal flu. The WHO's top brass made this announcement during a special session of the WHO's 34-member executive board on Monday, the 5th of October. It's just nobody seems to really understand it. Morning, Darby. In fact, they don't seem to completely understand it themselves. At the session, Dr. Michael Ryan, the World Health Organization's head of emergencies, revealed that they believe roughly 10% of the world has been infected with SARS-CoV-2. This is their best estimate, and huge increase over the number of officially recognized cases, around 35 million. Dr. Margaret Harris, a WHO spokesman, later confirmed the figure, stating it was based on the average results of all the broad seroprevalence studies done around the world. As much as the World Health Organization were attempting to spin this as a bad thing, Dr. Ryan even said it means, quote, the vast majority of the world remains at risk, quote. It's actually a good news and confirms once more that the virus is nothing like as deadly as everyone predicted. The global population is roughly 7.8 billion. If 10% had been infected, that is 780 million cases. Let me just drop that link again in there. See some of our usual friends joining us. Link in there if anybody wants to jump in. That's an infection fatality rate of roughly, my apologies. The global population is roughly 7.8 billion. If 10% had been infected, that is 780 million cases. The global death toll currently stands attributed to SARS-CoV-2 infections at 1 million or 161,539. That's an infection fatality rate of roughly 0.14%, right in line with seasonal flu and the predictions of many experts from all around the world. 0.14% is over 24 times lower than the World Health Organization's provisional figure of 3.4% back in March. This figure was used in the models which were used to justify lockdowns and other draconian policies. In fact, given the over-reporting of alleged COVID deaths, the IFR is likely even lower than 0.14% and could show COVID to be much less dangerous than the flu. None of the mainstream press picked up on this. Though many outlets reported Dr. Ryan's words, they all attempted to make it a scary headline and spread more panic. Apparently, neither they nor the WHO were capable of doing the simple maths that shows us this is good news and that the COVID skeptics have been right all along. An update on the article. In the interest of thoroughness, there's a desire to rely on primary sources and not depending purely on mainstream sources, which may prove or amend articles. I decided to find the actual video of Dr. Ryan's remarks. And for some reason, although this was an important World Health Organization meeting during an alleged hyper-serious pandemic, the video is hard to find. The only place you will be able to see it is on the World Health Organization's own website. And even then, you have to scrub through almost 6 hours of footage. But he has given it a timestamp here on this article. And you can see the clip. I will get to work on the audio clip and make sure that it does not get memory hold. And I'm going to jump over onto the second article straight away. We'll see it as the green room fills up there. We'll get a quick word from some of our friends over there. Also, the World Health Organization now seeming to do a backflip on who condemns the coronavirus lockdowns, just doubling global poverty. The UK's envoy to the World Health Organization has condemned mass coronavirus lockdown, slamming the ghastly global catastrophe caused by crashing the world economy. Dr. David Nabarro from the World Health Organization appealed to world leaders on Saturday, telling them to stop using lockdowns as your primary control method of coronavirus. He claimed that the only thing lockdowns achieved was poverty, with no mention of the potential lives saved. This is in direct contrast to the World Health Organization Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, who as far back as April gave his full support to lockdowns and even warned against lifting them too soon, as Breitbart News reported. Then in August, Tedros praised several national governments, including the UK, France, South Korea and Germany, for using all the tools at their disposal to tackle any new spikes, which included regional lockdowns. Speaking to Andrew Neil of The Spectator magazine, Dr. Nabarro bemoaned the collapse of the international tourism industry and claimed would be a doubling in the levels of world poverty and child malnutrition by 2021, as he warned that lockdowns make poor people an awful lot poorer. I want to say it again. We in the World Health Organization do not advocate lockdowns as a primary means of controlling the virus, Dr. Nabarro said. Instead, Dr. Nabarro is advocating for a new approach to containing the virus. And so we really do appeal to all world leaders. Stop using lockdowns as your primary control method. Develop better systems for doing it. Work together and learn from each other. Dr. Nabarro's interview came within hours of another World Health Organization recommendation for countries to avoid lockdowns because of their inherent damage to a range of national factors. The World Health Organization top emergency expert said on Friday that authorities should try to avoid punishing lockdowns, echoing claims from the Chinese city of Wuhan, where the virus was first identified. The cure was worse than the malady. Mike Ryan was speaking at a briefing in Geneva the day after the World Health Organization reported a record day increase in global coronavirus cases, with the total rising by some 338,000 in 24 hours, led by a surge of infections in Europe. As Reuters reports, what we want to try and avoid, and sometimes it's unavoidable, and we accept that, but what we want to try and avoid is that these massive lockdowns that are so punishing to communities, to society, and everything else, he said. The alternative is for everyone to get on with their lives while taking due personal precautions, as those at much greater risk from coronavirus, such as the elderly and long-term sick, should be shielded. And the last article I want to touch in before I touch in with those of you in the green room was just one from the COVID. I'll throw the links out to all three articles into the live chat, and also I'll place them into the description box afterwards. But essentially, the Guardian here was reporting on President Trump's Regeneron antibody cocktail as a potential cure, and they're trying to knock the president back, and they're also what they have revealed. I will go through it. Let me see. What they have done is that they are confirming what we have already known, is that they do use fetal cells in the vaccines. It's now clearly proven. And register for free. No, so we won't be pulling that one up out there. But like I said, I'll drop the link out there. It's behind the firewall. Not much we can do there. Jean, I see you're in the green room there, and I'll throw it out again as well, because I see our good friend Melissa is also there as well, just in case you missed it. Melissa, I know we missed you out there Thursday night. Just to throw the link out there again. We'll wait for Jean just to give us the nod and see if she's around there. I see her phone is online, but not much else action happening there. Touching in. Okay, Jean, when you're ready. Just doing her thing there in the background. Hopefully she'll come back and join us there presently and shortly. In the meantime, as we wait for Jean et al. To join in. Like I said, Stargirl, great to see you there. Jean, I see you there now. No problem. We'll bring you in now. Great to see you. Hang on. Here you are there now, Jean. That's a lovely Gansy you have there on.
Yeah, I'm up and fresh this morning.
Sorry, Jean, before you get started, I did read your latest WordPress. Fantastic. I'll read it out tonight. Thought it was very, very special.
And
no
thank you for Saturday. All the true Irish men protecting the Irish women there on Saturday.
Hold on there, Jane. We've lost you a little bit. Hopefully, come back to us. Bad signal. Oh, we'll drop you out there again. Jane, let's see if you drop back out there. Use that link to come back in again, Jane. We'll hang on here and wait for you. Just a shout out. Good morning, Mirren. So very happy to see you there this morning. You've been in my prayers all weekend. I hope your weekend was okay. And great to see you here joining us again here Monday. Mirren Pollock. Prayers said. Jane, you're back in again. That pesky connection.
Yeah, they always mess with my connection. Do you know what? They just showed themselves for who they are. I could not believe the amount of those terrorists that came down to attack. And their eyes were focused, and they were focused on getting through them barriers to do mass damage to whoever was there. And you were there obviously in the because they came early, and obviously there was only a few. Sorry, get the dogs out. Out.
Get out of here, you little pup, you.
Sorry. Get out. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Jesus. Do you know what? Honest God, between dogs and kids. And as I said on my pod or my WordPress, it was scary. It was scary because it was evil intent. That's why. Evil intent. I mean, these people just had evil in their eyes, you know, and it was very obvious. Like, you know, I went home and I was saddened by that, because it's hard, you know, it's hard to see that it's just so there, so everywhere, it's so obvious, and they just don't want any sort of truth to get out to anybody, you know. And I thought your man Justin's speech was very good. He gave lots of good information as to where this is going for the people of Ireland, and I thought fair play to him, you know. I thought it was really good.
Also, his comment, I'd say, to give the Gardaí increased powers to remove and keep the people of the repeat offenders of such as the pro-government forces that we've seen on display, shall we say.
Yeah. Did they get information? Like, did people, they obviously knew these guys were coming because they had the pen barriers up. So they obviously knew. And I felt in the initial moments of the attack that the Gardaí didn't get there. There wasn't enough of them there quick enough to hold them back.
I would say there was a pocket left there, intentionally or unintentionally, because both ends of the corridor. Just to explain to our viewers, those viewing in, it's a T stop. So essentially, there's a T junction. There's two entrances, left and right, and then there's a main thoroughfare. So effectively, it's a T. So both ends of the T were supervised, but the main barriers were placed down the centre of the road. And the arriving pro-government forces arrived down the centre, but there was no Gardaí to separate the crowds because they were over at either ends. And that's when the pro-government forces decided to take their opportunity to attack women and children. But the inversion is reported by Mainstream, Jane.
Yeah,
it's that
absolutely.
There was huge clashes between anti-maskers and these other things. And then the picture is framed that Gardaí are facing the Let Ireland Live demonstration, the peaceful demonstration. But that was all purely directed at the pro-government forces. And and I have to say, and I will give fair props out to on Garda Síochána, maybe the organisation at the start, but they might have been caught on the hop when the crowd did first come up and they were busy each way. But when trouble did break out, on Garda Síochána did come in and step up and take care and separate the protesters.
Absolutely. And as I said, I only felt completely safe when they did start to push them back, and then more of our people arrived. It was disgusting of the mainstream media to promote both people clashes. It was obvious that there was only a handful of men trying to keep them barriers back, them bullies back away from the women behind you, because as you know, there was only about 20-30 of us before when the attack happened, and you guys were trying to keep them evil bullies from mass damage. And I mean, how could no mainstream media not report the truth? I mean, they're just showing what they are, and this is going to be on their heads and conscience for sure down the line as things get worse, and young children, old people, and everybody suffers the effects of this corruption, mass corruption by the hands of our government. You know,
it will, as I say, Jane, it will play out on time as in inspection. And as I say, I recommend everybody to go over to Orla Red's channel and check him out there. He's got all the social media alternative news reporters. Also, Garrod Murphy over there doing a complete breakdown. And we were there because we have our own media now. We don't rely on mainstream. But the great masses of people are still tuned into the black box, so that's what they will see. It's unavoidable. But those of us, we understand, and we know what the truth is that the pro-government forces were given every opportunity to disrupt and smash up from the onset, whether intentional or unintentional. But I'll say to them, I keep saying again, on Garda stepped up straight off the thing and managed the situation. That's not to say that there wasn't random pockets of violence after the fact on their side, behind there, one or two people being, being physically assaulted and physically attacked. That's all there. But also, what I wanted to make sure as well, Jean, is that reporters, the mainstream reporters, were taught that they would be able to freely move in amongst the pro-establishment courses. But video excerpt shows that the mainstream reporters were being harassed and told to get out and being vilified. So their attack dogs are turning on them themselves. They won't be protected either.
Yeah, and you know what I have to say? Shame on them carrying the Irish flag. I mean,
throwing it. Jean, you just made a great point. When they started to force do their as they said, they were throwing missiles. They were throwing the tricolours, which obviously had huge sticks and bars inside them, but they were hanging on to the BLM and the LGBTQ flags and the European flag. The tricolour was the only flag that was used as a missile. Absolutely. That shows you their regard for it.
Absolutely. Shame on them to call themselves any Irishman or born in this land. Shame on them to call themselves any sort of a human being. You know what I mean? Shame on them, to hold that Irish flag. As I said in my blog, the Irish flag means more than just a tricolour. It's a nation of people who are filled with kindness, compassion and love. We follow in the eyes of God. We want to look after our friends and neighbours. These thugs, throwing our Irish flag at us, the cheek of them. And their little missiles, God help them. These are obviously fathers, sons, brothers, uncles, grandfathers. Have they got, shame on them? Are they that example of the future children out there?
I'd say there's more to it than that, Jane. There's money in the background, as we said. The government funds NGOs over here for the princely sum of $5.5 billion. I'm sure that money gets equally dispersed. So we know that it's pay for play down there as well. Just a quick shout out to Grania Keogh Kelly is organising a peaceful demonstration at 2:00 on Sunday in Belfast at Stormont. All are invited to attend it, and there will be a few surprise guest speakers up there, I'm led to believe as well. Fair play, Grania. And Grania herself will be speaking, I'm told, as well.
And Tracy O'Mahony has done a very good letter in relation to, so the Health Preservation Act and Safety Act is up on the 9th of November. So Tracy has compiled a letter for each of us to send into our government, protesting against this renewal of the Health Preservation and Safety Act. Very important that we get this letter out to everybody, even people who don't realize what's going on. Even if you're not sure of the whole story, one part of the story you will want to know about is that you will be going into full lockdown if this is passed again, and it'll be a lockdown for 6 months. So everybody needs to get this letter. So we're going to be working on printing copies of that here now this morning. Also,
the mainstream, they're also reporting that
coming out this morning. What they're doing now, he's made.
I knew we'd leave it. I had a feeling that we might lose the signal there, Jane. Jane, come back in again. Just to follow up on Jane's point there. Let me see if we can. Jane, your signal's gone again. Come back in when you get a chance, and I will bring it back in just to finish off the point. I kind of got lost there because I was listening. Come on, Jane, come back in. Good morning there to Louise Dennehy. Also, again, and I just wanted to remind you of the Stormont of Grania's demonstration outside Belfast on Sunday at 2:00 outside Stormont. Jane, you're back with us. Sorry, taking a pesky signal.
Sorry about that. It's me. I don't know what's happened to my phone. They want to take me off the line. I don't know why. But Simon Harris is doing a video. It's going to be showed in all the schools now for the next week or so up to Halloween. He's telling the children they shouldn't be going out trick-or-treating because it's dangerous to be passing germs. I need every parent. Not I need every parent. I know every parent will ring.
Go on, Jane. Yeah.
Roll them up. Ring the schools and tell them those children should not be terrified by any germ or virus or otherwise and turning them off Halloween. This is absolutely shameful. And parents, I mean, please, you're cop on. Everybody I know in our group, we all know. But seriously, you cannot be letting that horrible criminal traitor, who's well paid off, I'm sure, Simon Harris, tell you what you can do with your children on Halloween. Oh my God, it's just shameful. Call all the schools.
I just want to steer people's attention. Make your way over to Tracy O'Mahony's video YouTube. She does a breakdown of the letter. She's also produced excuse me, on a Google Drive. See if I can bring it up here as well. Is a letter. And I say to us, we should all be filling up their inboxes. There should be a bombardment of emails and phone calls, and hassle them daily. There is a list out there of all TDs and senators. You've seen the way they voted on the state euthanasia bill there as well. But
I was talking to.
Go ahead.
Got it. Last week I went into the Dáil on the Monday to Tuesday before they went to level 3, and I actually got to talk to Matthew McGrath. And Matthew McGrath actually believes, he knows the whole what's going on. He said there's only one other program, so that's what we're up against. All the rest of them are just following the rules, following the orders for their own benefits, their own career paths. They are not concerned about the Irish population. So we have a huge battle. And if this Health Preservation and Safety Act gets passed through again, we're doomed. We're absolutely doomed. And it has to be voted in 2 houses. So if we've got, as Tracy said, if we've only got 2 people in there capable of voting against that Health Preservation and Safety Act, we're in terrible trouble. Every local TD, minister and the Dáil in there needs to be bombarded. You're absolutely right.
Well, Tracy's produced this letter here, Jane. Let me see if I can. I just want to bring it up there as well. And it's on a Google Drive. I'll leave it in a link in the description box there. And again, it's just essentially a template. And Tracy gives you the template there. You're encouraged just to download it, distribute it, and then post it off to various TDs of your choice, or up to them all, carpet bomb them. And then just keep them up there, because if they hear if they have their phone lines, if they have their inboxes, if they have their email accounts filled up, that's the only way we can really start putting the pressure on them. As a start, there's talk of them now that they're saying that this 21 level 3 is going to be around with us for 5 years. We're talking about, Jane, 5 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's ruination of all the businesses. Ruination. Okay, they're deflated, the business owners. I understand that, the pub owners, they're all deflated. They're demoralized. But come on, seriously. You're allowing these people, to close you down because, actually I said yesterday how they got them. Because unfortunately, even the great people of Ireland, the strong old Republicans and all the rest of it, every one of them are terrified of catching this virus. That's how they got them. I mean, come on. They were getting bashed with bombs and guns and everything, right? And they're afraid of the flu. This is how they got these people, to submit, our people to submit, because they're terrified. They guilted them into, you're going to catch the flu. I mean, come on. The information's there. We all know it. Hi, Alan.
There's a great Alan, great to see you there, brother. Delighted to bring you in there. Just a quick point of that, Gene, there. There's a great video, or the Burkeen. I would go through it, but it's quite long. But the Burkeen did another fantastic piece, and they lay down Bernays' propaganda. You just go through the 20 tenets of propaganda. Just read that short article, and you will see the emperor has no clothes. All will be revealed before you. Alan, what's on your mind? Alan, I'm only bringing you in for the last 5 minutes. Melissa, I know you're just jumping in the end, but we're just coming in at the end, the last 5 minutes again. I've only got 30 minutes. Jane, I'm going to let you go.
I can hear. Yes, Jane. Guys. See you in a minute.
Take care. God bless. Alan, your final thoughts.
Well, the one thing I find kind of ironic is they're saying the COVID-19 is going to be here for the next 5 years, which seems to be kind of aligned with how long the Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil, Green Coalition is going to be in power, because they're effectively in power for the next 4 or 5 years. So it's nearly like a form of kind of dictatorship in a sense, where if we stand up or if we protest against the Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, Green Coalition, then they're just going to use the coronavirus as an excuse to shut things down, to stop protests, to give people fines, to stop people from coming out and doing things, you know what I mean? But all of that violence that was created outside the Dáil the last day, the Irish government and the media has to be held accountable for that. Because it's
where though, Alan, where we've even seen David Quinn had the Irish Times do a retraction on their reporting of the facts when they on the mumps vaccine, total misrepresentation. They did a media-mounted retraction, and then they crack on. But there is no. It's only up to us, we the people, to hold them to account, and it's not looking good so far, is it?
Unfortunately, not. But even when I was actually walking back down to Houston, I was walking past the forecourts, and two lads saw me, like, and recognized me, straight away. And I won't use the language that we're using at me just because of the time of day, like, and I don't want to hurt any little ears or anything like that. But like, they went off and they called me a Nazi, like, and then the next thing I know, like, I'm being attacked. So, like, the fact that they were able to recognize me, like, it just shows that, like, they're sending people's faces around, like, using their networks and platforms, like whatever else, to, like, create some sort of like conspiracy to violence against people, effectively, like, you know what I mean? And
Absolutely, yeah.
and like, it's coming to a stage of where it's getting kind of dangerous. Like in that situation now, like the lads, like, they're old enough, they were unfit, like they weren't the healthiest looking kind of people. So it's like, when they were kind of attacking me, like, you nearly felt like a man was trying to like kind of try hump me more than anything else. Like,
Well, I do know that there was 8 arrests for drug possession on there as well. So that'll tell you the state of mind that some of them would have been in it as well.
Yeah, like, they're not the sharpest shillings, or they're not the healthiest of folk mentally, anyways, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, in a sense, like whenever I see, like, 18 to 22-year-olds, like, going out and protest, like, I kind of feel bad for those people, like, you know what I mean? But, like, then the people who are, like, in their mid-30s above, like, then those people have more of a kind of political kind of epitome behind it, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, the way they kind of portray issues now, like the one thing I learned in Galway now especially was, like, we were having a rally for the homeless, and we had like 150 to 200 people, like, actually are organised by the Galway City Council to actually come out and counter protesters, like, and
for the homeless. I mean, it shows you the absolute nonsense of it as well. I just want to give Brian start. Brian's doing he's having a demonstration, or there's a meeting outside the convention centre tomorrow from 1 o'clock, and they're asking for support down there as well. It's great to see as well. Alan, I'm really short on time, and I want to give Melissa a chance there because she's missed out on twice there as well. Thanks for jumping in. And we'll see you during the week. Yeah, keep coming in. We'll catch you in during the week. Yeah.
It's our job, GT. I'll chat to you soon. Okay. Best of luck.
God, best of luck. Take care of yourself, brother. Melissa's going to bring you in there now. Apologies, Melissa. Melissa, I really am pressed for time, so take it away.
That's okay. Very, very fast. Sorry, just been very busy. I haven't caught up lately. We've been, as you were just speaking about, making people accountable. We can talk till the cows come home here, GT, but there's some of us out there that are making people accountable all week, actually. We have several investigations going on at the moment. One of the main investigations I want to get out here today, and I'm very much part of it, and a big shout out to the DCA warriors that are working on this also. The primary medical certificates, and we are taking Paschal O'Donoghue, Minister Paschal O'Donoghue, and I am personally will be taking him to account on the primary medical certificates. He lost a court case, a Supreme Court case, where 5 Supreme Court judges ruled against him. He went behind the scenes and wiped away that scheme for every person in Ireland. Now, I know there's 170 on an appeals list. So for the people out there that have looked for a primary medical cert, we are fighting this, and he will be taken up and made responsible for this. We also have hospitals being investigated at the moment, Garda investigations and HICWAC investigations going on. We also have criminal investigations into some Gardaí at the moment. So we have been very busy, and we are out here making people accountable for the treatment of the Irish people on a daily basis. So I just wanted to come in with that, and I would like more time to explain the primary care certificate when you have it.
Come on tonight, Melissa, and we'll go through it piece by piece, because it's very important as well. And you've got lots of other stuff going on in the background. Again, you are a true campaigner and a true warrior. Like I say, come in. We'll be back streaming from 8 o'clock this evening tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to just let the Irish people know the extent of how low they will go for people with disabilities, and what they have done to them this week that we have been made aware and we have exposed. So I would like to explain that.
Does that also tie in with Tracy's, not Tracy's, but the Equality Act 1994? I've been pushing that out for people again. Discrimination against people with disability. Again, part of your armory people is also, you have the Article 5, Paragraph 1 and 2 of the legislation, reasonable excuse as quite a part of there as well. But also, if you do have not like a genuine medical condition, because I'm speaking with someone in the background who has chronic asthma, physically cannot wear the mask or a visor because it gives them ill health, and are being deprived they're being deprived services, but people are not respecting their right to gain access to shops and stuff like that. But they are quoting now the Equality Act 1994, discrimination against people with disability. Then when people and managers say to you that, well, we've just got these company guidelines, call them out. Your company guidelines do not, if they go against the law, do not infringe my rights, first of all, but you're breaking the law. No matter what your arbitrary guidelines are, or whatever you keep repeating every 3 seconds, keep saying, stay together.
When we have the likes of the Minister, Pascal O'Donoghue, breaking the law and literally going after people that have no legs at the moment, that's how low they will go. And I'd like to explain that a little bit more in detail later.
Okay, then we'll give you your own show tonight then. How about that? I haven't been in contact with Kelly, but I know Kelly. Oh, sorry about that, Melissa.
No
I have been in
problem.
contact with Kelly from Health Freedom Ireland. So we'll give you a slot. We'll give you a slot tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to let you go there, Jen. We're going to sign off there. Take care. God bless.
Care.
Okay, live chat there. Another quick broadcast. Sorry about these. We're going to keep these broadcasts into around about 35 minutes just for the upload. And then we'll be pushing it onto YouTube. If you're tuning in afterwards, I'll see you over in the live chat over at YouTube later on. But everybody else, just get back and get and enjoy, get the start of this another week as we start on again to this journey of complete inversion as we all ponder and make our way through clown world. But don't forget, you are the observers of reality. You are the lovers of liberty. I want to thank all of you in the live chat for coming in and saying it this morning as well. Yes, Margaret, 30 minutes. That's all. Good one from Jean. And a nice one to see Brett also over there as well. Okay, live chat. Before I let you go, please don't forget to smash that like button. Also, hit the subscription button. If you're new to the show, please hit the bell. You'll be reminded of more broadcasts here in the Grandstream. Please leave your thoughts, comments, and witticisms in the comment section down below. We do love to read through them afterwards. Also, as the platform is demonetized, we are not demoralized, but we are demonetized. Thank you for your continued support. All links to the description box and how you can support the show. Don't forget to join us. You can send us a slow mail, PO Box 13179. And please, why not join the conversation that Margirl, Stargirl D, and Margaret, to name but a few of our members over on the Telegram link. You can join them over there as part of our live chat over there, but I can't bring them up on the screen just yet. Hopefully, we will get our live stream capabilities back forthwith or short as we can. But great to see everywhere. Thanks for Alan for joining us this morning, and Melissa, also Jane for jumping back in as well. Appreciate that, all that you were doing. Have a great day from Siobhan, and keep plowing through from Dylan. And fair play to everybody else. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sign off there. I will see you later on this evening with Melissa. Do tune in for that one. And we will see you later on this evening. Take care, everybody. Us.